It's day 2 of the FIBA Basketball World Cup Daily Show, and here's what's coming up. A new-look USA tip off their Naismith Trophy defense against a Czech Republic team determined to cause the tournament's first big upset. The NBA MVP is in the house. Giannis Antetokounmpo leads his Greek gods into battle for the first time as they take on debutants Montenegro. And there'll be no love lost in Shenzhen, where two European heavyweights go head-to-head. It's Rudy Gobert's France against Dennis Schroeder's Germany. The FIBA Basketball World Cup promised to be explosive, and day 1 didn't disappoint.
And he just gives it the monster dunk.
Open three, count it. What a response.
Oh, he gets rejected by Zhou Qi. Great hustle by China.
Mojica breaks through, Mojica to win it! And Puerto Rico have come all the way back to win!
All eyes were on Shanghai on day 2 of the FIBA Basketball World Cup, as the defending champions USA started their campaign with a clash against debutants Czech Republic.
This past 2-3 weeks now, we're going to get some good competition, but that's the real thing, so we're ready to get going. And we're going to respect all our opponents, but we're going to go out there and do what we do as well.
As continuing coverage of the FIBA Basketball World Cup, we get set for Group E action between the U.S. and the Czech Republic.
It's going to be one of the more productive places for the Czech Republic. They're just going to make shots.
Jason Tatum, that's his first triple. He knocks it down. Sadaransky on the defense of Tatum. Count the bucket and the foul.
Well, if we're a little worried about, the Czech Republic being a little bit intimidated at times, they've taken it to the basket strong.
Wojcik inside, Balvin. Nice look. Sadaransky fly by Brown. And look out, the Czech Republic lead by 2.
You're playing against probably the best man-to-man defensive team in the tournament.
White came up with the steal that time. His first appearance on the court. And his first dunk of the game. Good ball movement by the Americans. Nice pass inside.
So it's going to be interesting to see if the Czech Republic can maintain their level.
Nice look inside. Oh! Tatum saying, no, sir. Inside, Oda, and a foul.
Bread and butter. That's twice they've now been beat on a back cut, which is the sort of play you wouldn't expect them to actually get beat against a team that can't really beat them athletically.
Czech Republic doing very little offensively to stop the bleeding. We'll head to halftime. His team up 43-29 at the half. In game 1 here in Group B.
And you must attack him, force him back, so force him back.
2 on the shot clock. Wojcik sees it, launches, got it to go! Walker, what a step back. Kemba Walker.
They're not calling set. They're coming down whether it's a make or a miss and trying to push it without a set being called.
Walker, Middleton, spinning.
The sages of this game say if you're going to beat them early.
The floater over Lopez, can't get it to go. Smart pulls it down. Mitchell crossing over. Mitchell! Mitchell on that finish. Boy, oh boy. And the Americans will get their first win of the FIBA Basketball World Cup.
For us to get out here and play against a really good Czech Republic team, it's a great win for us. We definitely learned that lesson. I think it gave us a chance to really understand how we have to play every night out here in this FIBA World Cup. So we're going to be ready.
European giants Turkey went all the way to the final in 2010, and we're hoping to find that kind of form again as they went toe-to-toe with an exciting Japanese team led by Rui Hachimura.
It's a demanding game for us. It's important the transition defense, the defense in the set to the main players.
We are so excited about this game. So we had a lot of time to work about Japan, how they play, what's their offense and defense principles.
Lost the handle. Here's Turkey the other way. Cedi Osman all the way to the rim. Nakajima. Fazekas pulls a three, knocks it down. And they needed that desperately.
You know, they push, okay? Don't sit. We push too.
Now decides to go one-on-one on Taguchi. Got him in the air, feeds Ilya Silva for three, his third of the night.
Wow. He's shooting the three ball as well as he's ever shot the three ball.
Korkmaz inside, Ilya Silva back on the floor now after a short rest. Pulls up, oh! Furkan Korkmaz, where did he come from with the hammer? Steal Hachimura, look out, on the runway! Ruri Hachimura! 47-35, Turkey in front of Japan.
We concentrate on offense and defense. We really fought well. We have to continue the second half also and win the game.
Fazekas is trying to dive for it, couldn't get there. Balbe picks it up. Nice crossover, Balbe! Oh my goodness! What a finish! The up and under, and the ice cream scoop to the hoop. Tanaka, that will count if it goes. Got it to go! At the buzzer! And momentum on their side as they head to the quarter break. Tanaka right to the rim, and the foul! Turkey with their first win here in Group E, 86-67. They're off and running here in Shanghai.
There were no surprises in Group B as both the USA and Turkey eased to comfortable opening day wins to lead the way. In Dongguan, Canada took on a confident Australia side, who ended the USA's long winning streak in a pre-tournament exhibition game.
Hopefully we can do a nice job of just settling into the pace of the game, establishing ourselves and taking the shots that we want to take.
I think the first thing we're going to have to handle is their physicality, right? They're a big, strong team. They like to hit. We're going to have to make sure we can play through that with not letting that bother us mentally or physically.
Well, a very good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Dongguan for the opening game in Group H. Canada taking on Australia in what has been dubbed the Group of Death. Still Corey Joseph, and he gets the two, and Canada are up and running. Delavadova again, driving in, putting up the shot and making it superb. Pangos with a bounce pass into Birch, who throws it down. Mills draws the foul. That's standing for Paddy Mills, that is what he can do.
Roll that hard by switching, we can snap. I'll throw it up. Just play Anderson down.
Freak gathers his Ingles, Australia. Moving it quickly into the corner for Ingles to go for the three. The follow from Landale, who throws it down. Well, from the Canadians, I should say, following that. Good passage of play from Australia. And how about that from Andrew Bogut? For the end of the first half. And it is still a big challenge ahead for the Canadians.
Just got to get a nice little run and have a good streak of making some shots.
Wiltshire again, gets it! Three-pointer from Wiltshire, and that is huge for Canada. It's now a three-point game. As Pangos with a no-look pass, thrown down by Birch. What a statement from Canada. Phil Scrubb this time goes for the three and nails it. Still Ingles with a floated pass, thrown down by Aaron Baines. Victory for Australia, a thumping, resounding win, 92 points to 108.
The second game in the Group of Death saw basketball royalty Lithuania take on the Lions of Senegal.
They're really physical team, really athletic team, and that was going to be a big challenge to control the boards.
Play a game, and we hope it will look good for us. You know, Lithuania is a great team. We have great players, but we are here for playing and winning.
So we are underway. It is game 2 in Group H. Senegal and Lithuania. Now Grigonis gets it to go. Might just be starting to find their rhythm. It's a good steal. Fast break didn't quite happen initially, but it might still work here for the Senegalese, who get 2 more on the board. Ibrahimify this time, and that's much, much better. Sambe again. Scramble for possession. And here come Lithuania once again. The bounce pass, and beautifully finished off. A pretty dominant performance so far. 48 points to 21, the halftime score.
They push us to be not good. They are a really, really very good team. But we have to be together and share the solution. Sorry.
For Lithuania, it's another steal, and the open court and the dunk from Kuzmitskas. That's nicely worked and hammered in the eye with the flush. Kuzmitskas again. And Kuzmitskas denied by Ndor. That is a big block from Maurice Ndor. Look at this. Oh, what a play that is!
That team has a goal, and it's to
produce more basketball like that. And they have beaten Senegal comprehensively, 101-47.
Yeah, sure, always first game is most important because you have some excited before the game, and you know, we did what we must do, but we don't have a lot of joy. We need to be focused for next game.
Lithuania crushed a spirited Senegal to top Group H, but have Australia hot on their tails after they edged out Canada. Coming up next, European big hitters France and Germany renew their rivalry as they go head-to-head in Group G. And it's time for the Greek Freak. Giannis Antetokounmpo takes to the court for the first time at the 2019 FIBA Basketball World Cup. Day 2 saw the best player on the planet take to the court in China for the first time. So how would Montenegro cope with Greece and Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Go Giannis!
We have a very serious team against us, Montenegro, so we have to be careful to play a good game and, of course, to win this one.
Almost gets knocked loose there, still saves it, but a steal from Antetokounmpo, and here we go! Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, Air Freak has taken off, that's for sure, and you hear the noise in the crowd for that.
Here's Needham gets
there we go.
Oh, wow.
And that's exactly where you want to see Vucevic doing his work.
Antetokounmpo off the crossover, up and in, just making it look so easy. Needham, he's gonna let it fly now. What a shot there by Derek Needham. As there's Giannis now getting the steal, goes behind the back, going all the way through, up and in, and throws it down. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And that really is the trademark move, the power through, just a pure upper body strength, and then gives a little bit of a flex to the crowd.
Kalathis, another find and a throwdown. Number 14. Here's Kalathis. Oh, just what a way to change speeds. Oh, and a throwdown, number 14, Yorgos Papagiannis. Greece with a commanding 42-16 lead here over Montenegro. Doncic gets it inside, up and in. Oh, huge rejection by Giannis.
Wow, not in my house.
See if they can create something here. Papanikolaou.
Oh,
trying to go for a
blocks.
What a rejection that was. Oh, what a way to finish the quarter. Kostas Yorgos Papagiannis. right there on cue. Thanasis and Antetokounmpo. Oh, big throwdown and the foul. Yorgos Papagiannis.
He's flat out come to play here today.
Greece kicking off their tournament and what they're hoping will be a podium finish.
I'm trying to do everything I can, putting passion on the game on the court every time I'm there and help my teammates to get the wins.
Nanjing had the privilege of witnessing the first New Zealand hack of the tournament. Undaunted on the receiving end were two-time Basketball World Cup winners Brazil.
There is no way to waste any minute on the court, so starting from the first moment I can supposed to be 100% concentrated, give all effort what you have, and just on the end of 40 minutes what the scoreboard brings to you.
Marcelino gets the rebound to Varejao. Varejao sewing it up a little bit, up and in, wraps it around, kicks it out, lose. Oh, two players falling over each other. Varejao back inside. Beautiful ball movement there by the Brazilians.
Absolute poetry of basketball.
Varejao looking for the foul, but no dice. No look pass on the inside. Up and in, and a finish. Great job by the Tall Blacks to respond. Foul and one from Yargo Matthias. What a finish that was at the basket mark. Shot goes up. Oh, another triple. Corey Webster.
He is heating up for sure.
Guarded by Luz. Webster again. Knocks it down. Corey Webster, ladies and gentlemen.
Unbelievable.
We're going into the half mark exactly the same way we started this game.
Yep, 50 apiece.
On the ground. Gets another rebound though. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Reset. Webster. Up. Under. Gets the kind roll. Ty Webster. Marcelino lets it fly. Knocks it down. Here's Luz on the fast break. Kicks it back out. Garcia for three. Knocks it down. Alex Garcia, ladies and gentlemen. 4-2. Up and in. Oh, big rejection there by Caboclo. 1:35 remaining in this one. Webster's going to go up and in, and Brazil just gave it to it.
They're only down by 8 now.
And New Zealand's going to see if they can get one last shot off. And they do, up and in, and they're not going to count it, unfortunately. And Brazil moved to 1-0 in Group F with a hard-fought victory over New Zealand.
New Zealand had a great first half. We couldn't stop Webster. But on the second half, I think we came with a different attitude, and Alex Garcia did a really good job on Webster. And that's when we got advantage, and we got the offensive standpoint a lot better, and we won.
Greece underlined their title potential with a crushing victory over Montenegro and are joined at the top of Group F by Brazil, who beat the Tall Blacks. France versus Germany is always a great matchup, and with NBA stars Rudy Gobert and Dennis Schroeder in top form, this had the potential to be an explosive clash.
I think everybody is as good as prepared as they can be at this point. It's the first game is always a special situation because you have so much time to prepare, and the next game is only one day. So I think everybody's well prepared. We're ready to go.
Germany need a bit of composure here, and instead they turn the ball over. Now the floor is open for France, and they have liftoff at the 2019 World Cup. A 9-point surge right out of the gates. Batum across to Decolo. Decolo skipping into the lane, floating one up, and the big, powerful Poirier with the putback. Quarterback pass down the floor was a beauty, and Poirier for the big touchdown. Wow.
This is some show by France.
Schroeder now leading the charge for the Germans. Lovely pass again from Schroeder. The foul, will it fall for Footman? Yes, it will.
Wow.
Finally, Germany finding their feet at the World Cup.
An exceptionally good half for France. Can only contain any team in this competition at 20 points. What an extraordinary effort.
I think we got a bunch of good looks, but we couldn't finish them, especially in the first quarter. I think we got back in the second quarter with good defense, got a few stops, made a few shots, but we got to improve a little bit on offense for sure.
Oh, Gobert going to the heavens to shut down Germany. Schroeder looking to go through the gears again, high off the window with the foul from Nili Kina. Schroeder turning on the pace and turning on the quality. They pick up right where they left off. This is what the FIBA World Cup is all about. Gobert on the inside, got it to drop. Will it count? And France start the 2019 FIBA World Cup with a win. They had to work hard for it down the stretch. A terrible start for Germany, who battled back but couldn't complete the comeback. France win it by 4, 78-74.
Unfortunately, coming down from 22 back in the game is a great effort from us, but wasn't enough.
Playing in their second consecutive FIBA Basketball World Cup, the Dominican Republic went up against a competitive Jordan team with a never-say-die attitude.
We've worked really hard to get to this point, and hopefully we'll have a good showing today. I know the fans back in Jordan are as excited as we are.
We are very excited. You know, we are happy because we started the World Cup, and I feel that my team is ready.
Jordan, more space for Victor, Liz, and Dominican Republic on fire from the outside early on. All that big dunk from Jordan's big man get them going. Tucker misses, there he is again, almost a carbon copy. Ahmad Al-Dwari carrying Jordan. Mendoza across to Solano. They'll drive inside, dish it off to Monteiro. Oh, what a big follow-up to stuff it home. Some Dominican dynamite exploding onto the scene at the World Cup. And that will do it for the first half of the first game here in Group G of the 2019 FIBA World Cup. Dominican Republic lead Jordan by 11, 47-36.
We've got to do a better job of showing Hedgen a little bit better. Hopefully, if we can contain them, we'll be able to turn things around in the second half.
There goes Vargas to answer back in the battle of the big men.
And that's what's happening when that penetration comes. You saw Al-Dwari there, he goes to help.
Al-Dwari looking to muscle his way down the baseline. Does with the contact, and then he flexes his muscles. And Jordan have a chance to have 6 points without reply and get back in touch. Looking to continue their comeback from 16 down. Tucker bringing his dancing shoes to the World Cup. A turnover from Al-Dwari. It leads to the open dunk for Galvis Solano. Shot clock winding down. Inside against Al-Dwari, who may have got a piece of it, but Monteiro picked up the pieces. And Dominican Republic lead by 3. Dominican Republic survive an almighty scare as Jordan overturned a 16-point deficit, but Dominican Republic came back to win it by 4, 80-76.
We were up by a good amount of points, and then we let it slip away, and they started coming back. But like you said, we got the win at the end, so that's most important. And now we can't even think about this game. We got to worry about our next game, so that's most important right now.
Dominican Republic topped Group G after their tight win over Jordan, just ahead of France, who held off a late surge from Germany.
18 in the game for Mbaye. Oh, Gobert going to the heavens to shut down Germany.
Over Lopez, can't get it to go. Smart pulls it down. Mitchell crossing over. Mitchell! They're on their feet here in Shanghai. Steele Hachimura, look out on the runway! Rui Hachimura pounds it home and screams in the face of Ilyasova. Korkmaz inside, Ilyasova back on the floor now after a short rest. Pulls up, oh! Burkhead Korkmaz, where did he come from with the hammer?
That's There's Giannis now getting the steal, goes behind the back, going all the way through, up and in, and throws it down. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That really is the trademark move, the power through, just the pure upper body strength, and then gives a little bit of a flex to the crowd.
So another great day of action at the 2019 FIBA Basketball World Cup comes to an end. We'll see you tomorrow for more on day 3.
Oh, Gobert going to the heavens to shut down Germany.
And here we go, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Mitchell! They're on their feet here in Shanghai.